World Charter for Nature, the General Assembly, reaffirming the fundamental purposes of the United Nations, in particular the maintenance of international peace and security, the development of friendly relations among nations and the achievement of international cooperation in solving international problems of an economic, social, cultural, technical, intellectual or humanitarian character, aware that mankind is a part of nature and life depends on the uninterrupted functioning of natural systems, which ensure the supply of energy and nutrients. B. Civilization is rooted in nature, which has shaped human culture and influenced all artistic and scientific achievement, and living in harmony with nature gives man the best opportunities for the development of his creativity and for rest and recreation. Convinced that every form of life is unique, warranting respect regardless of its worth to man, and to accord other organisms such recognition, man must be guided by a moral code of action. B. Man can alter nature and exhaust natural resources by his action or its consequences, and therefore must fully recognize the urgency of maintaining the stability and quality of nature and of conserving natural resources, persuaded that lasting benefits from nature depend upon the maintenance of essential ecological processes and life support systems, and upon the diversity of life forms, which are jeopardized through excessive exploitation and habitat destruction by man. B. The degradation of natural systems, owing to excessive consumption and misuse of natural resources, as well as to failure to establish an appropriate economic order among peoples and among states, leads to the breakdown of the economic, social and political framework of civilization. C. Competition for scarce resources creates conflicts, whereas the conservation of nature and natural resources contributes to justice and the maintenance of peace, and cannot be achieved until mankind learns to live in peace and to forsake war and armaments. Reaffirming that man must acquire the knowledge to maintain and enhance his ability to use natural resources in a manner which ensures the preservation of the species and ecosystems for the benefit of present and future generations. Firmly convinced of the need for appropriate measures at the national and international, individual and collective, and private and public levels to protect nature and promote international cooperation in this field, adopts to these ends the present World Charter for Nature, which proclaims the following principles of conservation, by which all human conduct affecting nature is to be guided and judged. I. General Principles. 1. Nature shall be respected, and its essential processes shall not be impaired. 2. The genetic viability on the earth shall not be compromised. The population levels of all life forms, wild and domesticated, must be at least sufficient for their survival, and to this end necessary habitats shall be safeguarded. 3. All areas of the earth, both land and sea, shall be subject to these principles of conservation. Special protection shall be given to unique areas, to representative samples of all the different types of ecosystems, and to the habitats of rare or endangered species. 4. Ecosystems and organisms, as well as the land, marine and atmospheric resources that are utilized by man, shall be managed to achieve and maintain optimum sustainable productivity, but not in such a way as to endanger the integrity of those other ecosystems or species with which they coexist. 5. Nature shall be secured against degradation caused by warfare or other hostile activities.